What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, Myron from FreshFit always has a good crew of people to come in and talk about the topics of the day. And to be fair to FreshFit, although I have heavily criticized them in the past, they bring on people who have differences of opinion, which I think that's great, especially in the RedPill. I think that's great in any community to bring on people who have the opposite viewpoint of them. And one of the guys that they've had is this particular YouTuber by the name of Destiny. Now, I've seen a little bit of this guy, Destiny. Number one, I've seen him give people absolute fits in debates. I believe he's a liberal. I think he classifies himself as being bisexual. And Anthony Brian Logan is a pretty good debater. Me and him have some good debates, but I've seen Destiny give him problems. I mean, there was the Saint in the Sinner situation that they had, which I think that, you guys saw what happened there. But the guy Destiny is very bright. He's a very astute person. And I think that he just likes to debate for the purposes of debating, and he uses certain things to kind of take the conversation off topic. He's very witty, but he made some really, really great points. I think he's a very intelligent guy. And to be fair, Myron made some great points. We're going to watch this. I think this is a really great video for those of us in the manosphere communities that are dating and things like that. I'm going to play this particular clip, and then I'm going to come back and give my commentary.
Please. I'll explain.
I'll tell you what you're wrong.
Okay, sure.
Come back.
So, they found studies, right, that women that are average looking get far more messages, like pretty much the same amount, if not more messages, than guys that are in the top 1% of attractive looks. So what I'm saying is that with the emergence of social media, online dating apps, how the world is interconnected in general, women that are average looking have access to extremely high status men. And not only that, these high status men talk to these girls. So what happens is girls no longer look at their localized dating marketplace. They're looking elsewhere because now with planes, the internet, etc., women are able to date way above their league.
How many guys are dating women way below their league though? Like if you're a guy and you've got the pick of the litter, why would you pick a mid girl? You would f a mid girl on Tinder, and this is why I don't like the matches on dating apps, because you can f a lot if you're a top 1% guy, but you're not gonna date every random girl that you can.
Well, hold on. I got my rebuttal to that. Here's the problem: when girls are able to f a certain caliber of guy, a lot of girls attribute their self-worth to that caliber of guy and think I can also retain a guy on this level.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say. So they get access to these guys, they get flown out by these guys, they have sex with these guys, and then they think, you know what? I can get this kind of guy. And this is why so many women are delusional, quite frankly, with all due respect, as to where their value stands, because they conflate their sexual market value attraction with their relationship market value attraction. I pulled a guy that was an NBA player. I dated a rapper. I had sex and got flew out by an actor, but they think they can actually retain that guy. And that's what happens, is because it's very difficult for women once they experience a certain type of lifestyle to regress.
I agree with everything you're saying, but that's because it's completely at odds with what you just said, though. A woman can way above her league.
Absolutely.
But she can't date above her league, because people generally date within their league.
I agree, but she doesn't know that. That's what I'm trying to say.
She might not know it, but she's not dating outside of her league. But people are roughly dating. Now, there might be more single, miserable women because they have an overinflated sense of ego because too many guys are liking their Instagram pictures.
And that's what I'm saying.
But they're still not dating outside the league. Generally, we date within our leagues.
But here's the thing. Girls will sit there, have with a guy 3-4 times and say, I'm dating him, to cope with the fact that the guy only uses them and they think that they're going to get something more. Because what does that guy do? He dangles a carrot, lifestyle. Oh yeah, I totally like you. You're so cool. I like your vibe. But in reality, he's having sex with 5-10 other girls.
Sure, yeah,
she kind of knows it, but she's kind of wants to be aloof to it because she's like, I'm with this kind of guy. And here's the thing. This might be controversial, but this is what I mean when I say girls will share a loser willingly over being with they'll share a winner willingly versus being with a loser all to themselves.
Until she turns 28, 29, 30.
And that's when she starts to look at guys that are a little bit more, also nice guys, she starts to give them a chance. But what I'm saying is that with Instagram, Tinder, dating apps, etc., a lot of women have an overinflated sense of self-worth. They've dated a rapper before. I guarantee every single girl at this table probably has met a celebrity, been invited to some kind of celebrity situation, and or maybe been hit on by a guy of way higher status than themselves or dated a millionaire. Ask the guys here. We're not going to get opportunities like that unless we become a somebody. So what I'm saying is that a lot of girls conflate their self-worth to that type of guy and think they can actually attract that guy, which is why so many women are delusional. I brought women on this panel and asked them, what kind of guy do you want? Every single time, 9 out of 10 times, I want a guy that's 6 foot plus, 100 grand a year, attractive in shape, etc. And they think that these guys are walking around all over the place.
And it's fine.
But they don't realize that guy is less than 1% of the population. But why do they have this skewed perception of reality? It's because they deal with these guys all the time. These guys hit them up all the time. And they have an, I guess, an unreal perception about how rare these guys actually are, is what I've come to realize. A lot of girls, quite frankly, are very, very delusional as to what the average man is. When I tell them, the average man is actually 5'8" and makes about 40 to 50K per year. What? What are you talking about? That lie. Not in my reality. I'm around high status guys all the time.
We're also in Miami too, though. Like that's
true.
Yeah. That is
but
the case.
We've brought women. The scary
you brought
part
women that have come to Miami, though.
Yeah, but these girls are from all over.
Yeah,
the place.
but the women that are going to Miami.
They go to Miami for reasons.
Right?
Yeah. What they want.
You don't fly people out from different states.
Yeah, you're not flying a women out from Iowa.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No. But we brought girls from Iowa. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Instagram, dating apps, the internet has changed the game.
The landscape.
Yeah, but in Miami, the game is so much different than any of. Even in LA, it's not as crazy as this place.
In Pennsylvania, Timbuktu, they're still on Instagram, bro. They can get flown out. It doesn't matter where you are.
I think it's the same everywhere. If you're in a major city, like you're gonna be.
That's because you're a girl. You get 20,000.
Yeah, I moved around a lot, so I've lived in a lot of different cities. And if you're in a very populated area, like people are hooking up. They're right because you're on the dating apps. If you're living in East Bumblefuck, then you're living in East Bumblefuck. But if you're in a city, Philly, New York, Miami, LA, Vegas, it's all the same. It is literally all the same.
I don't know, man. The Miami place has been different than.
I've been to Dallas, Vegas, LA. It really is.
And here's the other thing too, Destiny. Like, let's be honest. What do young, attractive girls typically want to do? They want to go to the major cities.
Yes.
And when they go to the major cities, who's going to be there? Higher earning, higher status men. And a lot of girls will get on a date. I'm telling you, man, average girls easily can get a date with a multimillionaire or a successful guy, and they'll think to themselves, this is the type of guy that I can retain. And the reality is they can't.
So now we've heard what they're talking about here, right? Who out of the two sexes loves more, men or women? Now, of course, I think Myra made some very great points that men have to qualify themselves more than women do to even get to the position that a woman can select you. The guy Destiny said, well, a woman is very selective, so of course that makes her love more. But again, I mean, after listening to this, the one thing that these guys, and it's a great debate, nobody qualified what love is. And the reason why you can't have this debate is because the way that men express love, in my honest opinion, is different from how women see love. Men, when we think a woman loves us, it's about usually actions. You know, I love my wife, I love my girlfriend, so I'm gonna go out and do X, Y, and Z tasks for her. That's how we show love, right? We do it by action. We do it such that we are making this person's day or life easier, provision for this person. That's how men interpret it. A woman can tell you that, oh, I love you. I think I feel this way about you. And in one case, she can actually mean it for that time period and really feel in love. And the next day, that not really feel like that so much. But what does a woman love do? And that's the question that we need to ask, because men and women loves, they accomplish different things. Men's love is more action based. It does something. If I tell a woman I love her, I do something. A woman could tell me she loves me and it doesn't accomplish the same thing. Okay? If I love you, I might get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, take another job to take care of you. I might not say the word, but a woman might say, I love you and I want you to like not work at that job today and spend a lot of time with me because I love you. But what does it do to impact the other person's life? That's why men and women will never be able to have the love conversation. Never. Because we just interpret the two things differently. Two things happen differently. That's why men and women see the world so different from one another. And I think it was an awesome debate. I mean, my God, Myron is a very bright guy, at least today. Destiny is, the guy's a handful. He's one of those guys like, you know, if you were to debate this guy, he talks very fast and he shifts into a lot of improvisation during his debates. And like he did a really slick turn. Well, let's take the genders out of it, which you can't. And if you allow him to do that, you're gonna lose the debate. This is what he tries to do to prove his point. But again, the guy's a genius. He's very intelligent, very astute. Both of the guys are very astute during this debate. I think it was very, very classy. It was a head-to-head battle of the intellects. But again, that's my honest opinion. You can never gauge the both. And as long as you have men and women on the planet, you're always going to have men and women butting heads about love, because love means two different things for us. That's why you can't debate it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.